Right, so can you guys see my screen now? Good morning, Mr. Marasikan. Okay, so can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Right, so your module 2 or second module in finals is Visual Basic Branching. Okay, so mostly we'll be talking about message box and then input box. Okay, and then what are the ways for us to program a message box and then an input box? Right, let's start. So first one is the Visual Basic Branching. Okay, so what is this branching? Branching statements are used to cause certain actions within a program if a certain condition is met. Okay, so as you can see, when we say statement, of course, this one could be true or false. So what are the things that you will do if this one is true, if this one is false, if this statement is the value of this one, if this statement has a value of this one? Okay, so there's a lot of possibilities. Okay, so and also when we have a lot of possibilities, we have a lot of branch. Okay, all right, so here's the sample syntax. So we only have two values for now for this condition, yes or no, okay, or simply true or false. Okay, if condition is true, then it will go here. Okay, and then it will execute this statement. And if the condition is false, then it will lead here. Okay, so as you can see, we only have two branch. So if it's true, anong gagawin niya? If it's false, ano din gagawin niya? Okay, so that's depend on your program. So here's our syntax when it comes to using a branching statement or if then conditional statement. So if and then your condition and then what are the things that you're going to do if this statement is true, okay? Or vice versa, what are the things that you're going to do if this statement is false? Okay, so that depends on your statement. Okay, so let's proceed. So we have three examples here. So kapag may question kayo or medyo naguluhan kayo, tanong lang kayo kaagad. Okay. So we have here your first condition. If balance is less than 0, so if this is true, then it will proceed to this statement or this statement will be simply executed. Okay, so it will display less than 0, a string less than 0 to our message box. Okay, so message box is also like a text box. Okay, but wala siya sa component natin. Okay, so para siyang built-in na message. So magpaparam siya sa gitna. So mamaya makikita nyo kung ano to message box na to. Same lang din siya ng text box. Pero in a form of message. Okay, so if this is true, balance is less than 0, then it will display this one. But if this is false, balance is, let's say, greater than 0, then it will not do anything. Okay? Since nakaprogram tong first condition nyo na kapag true lang siya working. Kapag false, then it will not do anything. Okay? And then, ito naman, if A minus B is greater than 10, so again, if this is true, then it will proceed to your statement. So first, you have to verify if this is true or false. If this is true, then it will proceed to your statement wherein C is equal to math that square root A squared plus B squared. Okay. But if this is false, then it will not proceed to this statement. Simple as that. Another one is, again, if this is true, then it will proceed to your statement. So if text box 1.text has a value of invalid, then it will focus on that text box. So focus is just a method, okay, wherein kapag ginawa mo to, text box 1.focus, the cursor, kung kita nyo man to ngayon, yung cursor ko will be simply go into that text box, which is text box 1.text. Okay? So for you to appreciate this one, so meron tayong mga few examples or super basic examples dito. Okay, so first example is This one, sample problem number 1. Write a VB program that allows the user to input an integer. So take note, integer, so it should only accept whole number. And then if the value is greater than or equal to 0, display the message positive using a message box. Okay. All right, so let's do this one. So I highly suggest that while I do this, you guys also do this one at the same time. Okay, I opened the wrong application. So, habang maaga-aga pa, tayo na rin kayo dyan. Bangon na kayo. Tapos, sabay kayo dito para sabay-sabay tayo mag-program para ma-appreciate nyo na working siya. Kasi kung hindi nyo napapagana, lagi may error, frustrate ka talaga. Windows Form, .NET Framework. Hindi pala kita sa isang screen. Ito. Alright. So, let's name this sample problems. Kasi marami yan eh. Alright. Just wait. Okay. So we need 3 components only, a label, a text box, and then a button. So lagay lang natin yun. So, label, text box, and then a button. So lagay ko lang lahat. Palakihin ko lang para kita nyo. There you go. So this one is input a number. So nalit lang natin yung text ng label. Input a number. And then this button is test. Verify. Okay? So, yun lang naman yung sample problem number 1. And then, ang po-program natin is yung button. Okay? So, i-check niya kapag positive ba to. Actually, yun lang. Okay? Wala nang iba. Kasi, hindi naman sinabing kapag other than that, display negative. Pero, gawin natin mamaya. Pero for now, ito muna. Positive lang. Okay? Double-click the verify button. So, mag-declare tayo ng variable. So, okay na lang. As integer. Kita nyo. So, dim A as integer. And then, ang gawin natin is kukunin natin yung laman ng text box 1 and then lalagay natin sa A. Oops, masyado magulo. Ito na nga lang pala. Okay, para hindi kayo maguluhan, ito na lang din yung gagamitin nating variable, num. Okay. And then next na gagawin natin is yun, kung ano man yung value ng text box natin will go to your variable num. Okay? And then, i-verify na natin using a branching condition or yung if, else, or if then statement natin. So, if variable num is greater than or equal to 0, then message box positive. Okay? So, this will just simply display a positive word in our message box. Okay? So, num is equal to, so kukunin natin yung laman ng text box 1.text. Okay? And then, i-verify natin, i-check natin if num is greater than or equal to 0, then message box okay. There you go. So, yun lang. 3 lines of codes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so nag-declare lang tayo ng variable num as integer. So tumatanggap lang tong variable num natin ng whole number. And then kung saan siya kukuha ng value, ito dito sa text box 1. Then we'll go to variable num. Then kung ano man yung value na ito, verify lang natin if it's greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so let's check if this is working. Alright. So, pag naglagay ako ng 5, dapat magpapakita dito is positive. There you go. So, this is an example of a message box. Okay, yan. So, pwede mo siyang i-drag kahit saan. Really, para siyang warning or pwede siyang error message. So, pwede nyo siyang gawin ganun. Pero sa atin, ang ginawa natin is dito natin in-output yung word na positive or yung output natin mismo. Okay? So, pag naglagay ako ng 1, should be still positive. Ngayon, paano naman kapag naglagay ako ng negative 1? Okay? Eh, sabi dun sa program natin, if num is greater than or equal to 0, hindi natin indicate na kapag negative, ano yung gagawin? Okay, paano kapag less than 0 na? So, kung titignan nyo, pag clinic ko yung verify, walang nangyayari. Okay? Kasi, itong statement na to, saka lang siya may execute kapag true yung statement. So, pag true ito, then gagawin niya to. Other than that, wala na. Okay? So, mag-execute lang to kapag positive. Okay? Kapag true yung statement natin. Or kapag true yung condition, sorry. Okay? Sa kanya lang i-execute yung statement kapag true yung condition. So, dito, so kahit millions span, as long as positive, meron at meron. Okay? Other than that, wala siyang gagawin. Ngayon, kapag gusto mo maglagay ng condition for negative, then you can just add another line. Okay? So, copy ko lang yan. Paste ko lang dito sa pangalawa. Ngayon, palitan naman natin yung condition. Okay? Instead of greater than or equal to, gawin natin less than. So, if variable num is less than 0, then it will display negative. Okay? So, pag positive, ganyan. Kapag negative, si negative 10, negative din yung magpapakita, of course. Any questions so far or clarification? Mr. Michael, Mr. Sainas, Mr. RJ?
Answer.
How about you, Mr. Michael? Okay, wala daw, sabi ni Mr. RJ. Narinig kong parang nag-toot, ganun yung kay Mr. Michael, pero wala akong naintindihan. Think hindi gumagana yung microphone niya. Anyway, so let's proceed to the next example. So sample problem number 2. Write a program that inputs two integer numbers. Okay. Thereafter, the program should determine if these two integer numbers are equivalent. So if they are equivalent, use a message box to display the word equivalent. Okay. Alright, so para mabilis tayo, since ito na yung pinaka-code na ito, actually. So dito ko na siya i-explain. So again, meron tayong two labels, two text boxes, and then one button. Okay? So ito lang yung pinaka-code niya. So dinouble click niya lang yung button, and then ito na yun, papakita to as a blank. Okay? The next thing that he did is he declared two variables, x and y. So kahit ano naman pangalan niya as a type of integer. So this x and y will only accept whole number. Okay? So saan manggagaling yung value ng x natin? Sa text box 1. Okay? And then yung value naman ng y natin will be coming from text box 2. Okay? So pag meron na mga value itong x and y natin, so pwede natin gamitin ng if statement. Okay? So sabi naman dito, determine if these two integer numbers are equivalent. Okay, so just simply use the equal sign. So if x is equal to y, then message box equivalent, and then we have here actually type 2 eh. And then ito yung title mismo ng message box nyo. Okay? So mamaya malalaman nyo yung mga purpose na ito. Meron pa kayo nilalagay dito. Kasi ito, initially is nasa information siya. Ayan o. Itong indicator na to, information yan. So pwede nyo itong palitan ng error or warning. Ano pa ba? Error, warning, and then question mark. Question mismo yung nasa message box. So may mga type tayo ng message. Pero for now, ang mapapakita ko lang sa inyo is itong message, which is the title of the message box. So ang papansinin nyo sa akin kanina, wala akong nilagay na ganun. Kaya by default, ayan, sample problems yung title ng message box ko. Pero dito, napalitan na. Message na yung nakalagay. Kasi prinogram na yung title is message. Okay? Alright, so gawin natin to. Oops, stop muna pala. Yan. Okay, so gawa lang ako ng dalawang text boxes. Edit ko muna to. Okay, text box 1, text box 2. Put another number. Yan. Okay. And then, same pa rin. Yun pa rin yung ipoprogram natin. So, there you go. Kinapi ko lang yun nandito kanina. Tinanggal ko lang to kasi magkakaroon ng error pag dapat wala yan. Okay, so sinadya talaga yan para yung mga nagka-copy-paste, mahirapan naman kahit papano. For 2 seconds. Okay, so try natin. So 12 sa 10. Okay, so kung papansin niyo, walang nagpapakita ulit. Kasi nga, sakalang gagana ulit tong statement na to kapag true. Dito, x is not equal to y anymore, which will lead us to a false condition. So dapat true yung condition bago gumana yung statement natin. Oops. Bakit may error? If x, y, message box. Setting error. Tanggalin muna natin yung blank na yan. Nag-error. I think may mali sa format. Tanggalin muna natin yun. So mamaya ko na ipapakita na lang sa inyo yung title mismo ng message box. I think dun sa format na yun. Yan, there you go. So, pag true yung statement, yan. Pag true ito, saka lang siya ma-execute. But if this is false, yan, 12 is not equal to 11, so nothing will happen. Okay? So, ganun lang naman sa sample problem number 2. Any questions so far? So, I hope i-explore nyo rin to. Gawin nyo rin. Hindi lang yung working na siya sa example. Gawin nyo rin para ma-appreciate nyo. Okay? Para malaman nyo kung ano yung mga pwede nyong palitan. Like, nag-error pala kapag pinalitan ko to. Pwede ko palang palitan to. Ganun. Okay? Any question or clarification so far? Question? Hello? Diyan pa ba kayo?
Wala na, sir.
Alright, so pag may question kayo, tanong lang kayo agad-agad. Alright, so natapos na natin yung sample problem number 1 sa 2. Okay, so sample problem number 3 will be your third quiz. Okay, so don't worry, isa lang to. Idadagdag ko sa quiz nyo. Okay, so do this sample problem number 3 as your third quiz. Okay, so paliwanag ko lang. So the ABC Manufacturing Company plans to give a year-end bonus to each of its employees. So this is a company. So write a program that will compute the bonus of an employee by considering the following criteria. Okay, so we have two criteria. The first one is if the employee's monthly salary is less than 10,000, the bonus is 25% of the salary. So very straightforward. If the salary of the employee is less than 10,000, then you have to compute the 25% of that salary. Let's say 9,500. So just get the 25% of that one. Okay? So alam nyo na kung paano kunin yung 25% na nasa multiply nyo lang sa 0.25. So second criteria is for employees with salaries greater than or equal to 10,000, the bonus is 2,500. Okay? So dito, kapag 10,000 equal to 10,000 and above, so you will get, or that employee will get a bonus of 2,500. Okay, so actually ito yung pinaka-maximum na bonus na makukuha mo. Kahit 200,000 pa yung sweldo mo, fixed na yan, 2,500. Okay? Kapag less than 10,000, then you have to compute the 25% of that one. So if you only have a salary of 1 peso, okay, so get the 25% of that 1 peso, then that's your bonus or year-end bonus. Okay, so determine and display the bonus of an employee. Okay, so dito, ipakita nyo sa akin yung input, kung saan mag-i-input yung employee ng salary niya. Okay, and then you have two outputs. Okay, so two output yung kukunin nyo. First one is yung year-end bonus na makukuha niya. And then, yung second na output na kukunin nyo is yung total salary na makukuha niya plus the bonus. Okay? So, first output, yung bonus na makukuha niya. Second output, yung total ng salary at saka ng bonus, yung added na dalawa na yan. Okay? So, any clarification so far regarding with this one? So, gamit lang kayo ng if statement dito. So, parang greater than, equal to, and then ano yung gagawin niyang statement kapag true yung condition mo. Okay? So, question or clarification? Question? Hello guys, are you guys still there? Uy, parang pa ba kayo dyan? Salita kayo kagad para makapag-proceed na tayo. Or may clarification ba?
Wala na, sir.
Okay, si Mr. Sinas. So si Mr. Michael, di ko pa narinig sumagot. So you guys can just use the chat button kung hindi gumagana yung micro. Okay? And then sample problem number 4. So write a program that will allow user to input an integer. So determine and display if the integer entered is an even number. Okay? So gawin natin tong sample problem number 4. So supposedly, bibigay ko rin ito as your another quiz. Pero kulang na kasi kayo sa oras, so isa na lang ang binigay ko. Ito lang. And then this one, tayo na lang gagawa mismo. Okay, pakita ko na lang. Alright. So balik tayo dito. So burahin ko lang lahat to. Pwede lang natin to. Verify. Yan lang. In a integer. galing yung value ng A natin. A is equal to text box 1.text. Okay? Nagamitan natin ng if statement. A. So sabi dito, determine and display if the integer entered is an even number. Okay. So gagamitan natin to ng mod. Okay. So again, kapag mod is kinukuha natin yung whole number. Okay? Yung integer division is kinukuha natin yung, mali pala. Kapag mod, ang kinukuha natin is yung fraction part. Okay? And then pag integer division, ang kinukuha natin is yung whole number lang. Okay? A mod 2 is equal to 0, then display message box, MS box, message box even number. So if this is true, okay, so pag walang fraction, meaning even number yun. Okay? Kapag, let's say, 3 mod 2, wherein magkakaroon tayo ng, anong tawag dito? Parang remainder, which is 1, okay, which is not equal to 0 anymore, then meaning that's an odd number. So 4 mod 2 is still equal to 0, but 5 mod 2 now is now equal to 1 again. Kasi kinukuha natin dito, ito sa mod is yung, ano bang tawag dito? Yung fraction part. Okay? Or yung remainder. Okay? So kapag may value to, then it will display odd number. Pero since hindi naman ni-required yung odd number dito, then hindi natin lalagay yan. So even number lang yung ipapakita natin. So pag add yun, wala siyang gagawin. Pag even number, saka lang siya may gagawin. Okay? So let's try this one. So pag 2, dapat even number. Pag 1, wala dapat gagawin. Okay? So 3, wala din. 5, wala din. 7, wala din. Okay? So 4 is of course an even. 6 is also an even number. Or kahit 100, kahit 1,000 pa yan, or 1 million, yan, sobrang dami na, is still even number. Okay? So, ganun lang naman kadali sa sample problem number 4. Sample problem number 5. So, in temperature, countries like Japan, there are 4 seasons. So, it is from April to June is spring, July to September is summer, then October to December is autumn, and January to March is winter. Okay, so we wish to write a program that allows the user to select a date using a date time picker. So the output of the program is the season associated with that month and a picture of the season. Okay, so here's the sample interface. Kapag April to June, display this in your picture box. Okay, if it's July to September, then display this summer. If it's October to December, then display this one, autumn. And then for January to March, display this one, winter. Okay? Pero in my case, pinalitan ko na kasi siya. Ito, kasi hindi ko na mahanap itong mga picture na to. Okay, so pwede nyo rin palitan. Maghanap kayo ng picture for spring, picture for summer, picture for autumn, and then picture for winter. Okay? So here's the code of our sample problem number 5. So first one is, ito na yan. Tingnan nyo muna itong nasa lower right. Ito na yung pinaka-sample output niya. Okay? So we're only going to use 3 components. A label, a date time picker, and then a picture box. So pag pinili mo yung month ng July, yan, kagaya na nandito, July, which will fall to this one, summer. Okay? 7 to 9. So may mga equivalent numbers sila, no? Kapag April to June, so April is 4 hanggang June, which is 6. Then dito siya mismo sa number na to. 7 to 9 for summer, 10 to 12 for autumn, and then 1 to 3 for winter. So, ang ginawa niya, pinrogram niya lang mismo yung date time picker. Ito. And then, nag-declare siya ng M for the month. Okay? So, itong value ng M will be coming from our date time picker, specifically the value of the month. Okay? So, pag yung kinuha mo na yung value ng month, so binabasa niya lang yan by number. So, understood na ng computer natin, kapag ginawa niya to value that month, so naka-number na siya 1 to 12. So, 1 is January and then hanggang 12 is December. So, dito, February, March, April. So, April to July, 4 to 6, it will display spring.jpg. Okay? So, if this is true, then picture box font.image will be equal from image.from file. So this is another method wherein you're getting the location, you're getting the file itself, which is the spring.jpg. Okay? So pag napagana nyo tong isa, madali na lang yan. Since all you need to do is change the month 7 to 9. Okay? If it's ranging from 7 to 9, then get the picture summer. If it's 10 to 12, then get the picture autumn. If it's 1 to 3, so January to March, it will get the winter. Okay? So let's do this one kasi may mga binagong pangalan dito like this one. Instead of the complete name of date time picker, certain Dingan made it DTP1. Okay? A shorter term. And then for picture box 1, he made it PB1. Okay? Mas maikse. Alright. So 1 minute na lang pala tayo. So we will have a part 2 later on. So wait 5 to 7 minutes for us to continue the problem number 5. Okay, so for now, take a break. Kung meron kayong questions, so you can message me right away sa messenger. Or kung gusto niyo naman mamaya, then okay lang din. Para masagot ko via live. Alright, so for now, hanggang dyan na lang muna. Kita na lang ulit tayo mamaya after 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, bye-bye.